This next game, who's to say gonna win? It's a toss-up. I don't care what the record book says, because we all saw that snow game just a few short weeks ago, where the Pittsburgh Steelers had traveled to Cleveland to take on those Jameis Winston-led Cleveland Browns. Well, guess what? Now it's time to return the favor, where the Cleveland Browns are traveling to the Steel City to take on the division-leading Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers that are now entering a legitimate conversation about whether or not they are real deal Super Bowl contenders. Now, you talk about the ultimate trap game, Griff. But is it a trap game if I just beat you 2 weeks ago? Do the Steelers show up this weekend and not fall for the, what do you call it, the banana in the tailpipe, or the poison, the rat poison? Do they fall for the rat poison this weekend, or do they shut the door and Russ cook to the point to where he can chill in the fourth quarter?
I think if this was the last game they played against each other, it could be possible. But now they coming in with a different attitude. They got embarrassed on that Thursday night. I tell you what, man, it's been some of the best Thursday night football we didn't have in years. Period. All the games. Now you talked about that earlier, but they coming in now remembering what James did and took that game from them in the last game. I think Russ and them gonna come in there. They coming in there with a swagger. The weather's gonna be, it's possible that it might be snowing and stuff up there. But for me, Steelers need to stick to the formula. Let Najee and Warren cook, keep the ball in their tight end hand, and get the ball to Pickens whenever they need to. But Jameis, you can't let him get out there. And like he said, he done prayed it over, man. And he done asked the Lord to take the spirit of the pick six out of him and stuff. But Jameis still make the game entertaining. He done proved that he can beat this team. He's got talent over there as far as at the receiver spots. I would still say Chubb, as much as Chubb looked good in this game, he didn't look good in the last game. So I still think he's still dealing with that injury and gaining confidence back in that leg. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. I think it's gonna be another one of those. It was a low scoring game last time. I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game, but I just think at the end of it, Pittsburgh is gonna come out on the winning end of this one compared to they did the last time.
Yeah, no, you are definitely not wrong in anything that you just mentioned about the approach to the game. Other than what you said about Pittsburgh is coming in with a swagger. I don't think that they are coming in with a swagger. They know that this game is an extremely important game because of the L that Baltimore took last week against Philadelphia. That will give them the breathing room that they are really looking for to ensure that they close the door in the division and win this division. Everybody knows this is my favorite division. I have approaches, and I can almost predict how each one of these games go depending on which one of these four teams is playing each other. You said you are not looking for a high scoring game. It's not going to be what you saw last weekend between the Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals, where it was 44-38, but it will be low 30s to 20, a high 20s type of game, because we can't forget famous Jameis, baby. Famous Jameis can throw for 5,000 yards. Yeah, you're going to throw for 500 interceptions, but at the same time, he's going to get some yards. And the Cleveland Browns match up offensively very good against Pittsburgh's defense. I got it. We know each other very well. We know the scheme. Mike Tomlin is going to be aggressive as he always is. And the same thing that I said about when you are aggressive as a Pittsburgh Steeler against a particular type of quarterback who possesses a particular type of skill, you get taken advantage of. And that is why Cleveland is going to remain competitive in this game. That is why it's going to come down to a late drive in the fourth quarter between these two teams, just like it does every weekend between any one of these teams in the division. But yes, you said the home team, Russ is going to cook. But the run game for the Pittsburgh Steelers this weekend is going to be the difference maker. Najee Harris and Warren, I believe his name is going to have a very good game, I believe, against that Myles Garrett-led Cleveland defense, where the passing game is not going to be that much of a factor. Mike Tomlin is actually going to play time and game control football against a Cleveland defense that has shown signs that I can run it down your throat as long as I am consistent. So I believe that is how the Pittsburgh Steelers win this game. Low 30s, high 20s. Would not be surprised if it's like 31-27, 31-24, 28-27, possibly on a late game field goal kick by someone. But no, Boswell is pretty good. So Pittsburgh should not have a problem taking care of business at home this weekend. So I think we're both in agreement on that front as well.